What's up, good people? Mark Holmes here, of course, with, and he's back there somewhere. And as always, we want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hopefully I don't get copyrighted for the music that's being played over there. We have some news. We're driving back home. Yes, we're headed back home. And I'm tired, boss. I'm real tired. I don't know why I'm so tired. Why am I so tired, Mike? Why am I so tired? Okay, maybe that's it. Alright, maybe it's because I'm old. Somebody out there said when you're 57 years old, you don't recover so fast. I said, but I'm only 56. Alright, so we're hearing some stuff about the Washington Commanders away. Roger Goodell was downtown on Capitol Hill speaking about the workplace toxicity with the Washington Commanders. The Washington Commanders, well, their owner, Dan Snyder, declined not once but twice to show up for the hearings. And he's apparently out of the country. And I don't know if they got to like extradite him or whatever. But basically they may subpoena him to actually speak about, things that have been going on. So there was infighting in Congress between some that say this is a dog and pony show, others that say we want to get to the bottom of this, and so forth. But here's the thing that's interesting is, and a lot of people always say that Roger Goodell, they need to get a new commissioner. That Roger Goodell, he's the worst. But see, most people who say that don't understand what Roger Goodell's job is, and the reason why he gets paid $50 million a year. His job is to take the bullets that are collected at the NFL and keep them from going at the owners. See, Roger Goodell is very good at keeping the owners from looking like the bad guy and making them a lot of money. Right now, you look at the NFL where Jerry Jones swears he can sell the team for $10 billion, and he's probably right. The Denver Broncos were just sold $4.8 billion. And even through concussions and everything else, nothing has stopped the NFL freight train. Now they've got gambling. How crazy is that the NFL is in bed with gambling? So Roger Goodell does his job really, really well. Again, owners all look good, except for Dan Snyder, who just got thrown kind of under the bus. Basically, Roger Goodell admitted that it was a toxic environment, that there were things that have gone on that were not proper and so forth with the Washington football team, but that Dan Snyder has stepped away from the day-to-day operation, and now that his wife is actually the one running the team, that now it's a totally different environment there. Personally, the thing that I believe is, once you heard about this second set of books, where they're cooking the books, it's one thing to disrespect the underlings, the employees, the cheerleaders, the players, and things like that. That's one thing. But I think the thing that will finally get Dan Snyder is the fact that he's been cooking the books and not sharing the revenue the way it's supposed to be shared with the others. One thing to screw with the littles, another thing when you're not taking care of the money. You know what I mean? And I think that eventually Daniel Snyder is going to be forced to sell the team. Maybe to his wife, I don't know. But the whole thing of Daniel Snyder is not involved in the day-to-day operations. He sure seemed to be there when they announced the name, the Washington Commanders away.
Last I checked, the building still said football team.
It still says what?
Last time I was up there, it still said football team.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, it does. Last time I was up there.
Well, the state of Virginia has kind of said, you know what? Originally, they were offering $1 billion to help them fund the stadium. The person who originally started that proposal has actually changed his mind and says they're not a viable franchise. And with what they're doing, they had reduced it down to $380 million, which is still more money than I think any NFL team should be getting from local communities. Those guys are printing money. You understand? They are printing money. Why is it that they're making the little guy have to pay for the stadium too? Virginia has since withdrawn any proposals to help lure the Washington football team. What?
They're not good news.
What good news?
Washington's new stadium's going to be so small that they're going to be able to host a Super Bowl. So
Oh, okay.
No Super Bowl near where we live.
Yeah, and that lets you know they're only talking about 65 seat capacity,
That's a good thing.
which they probably will still have a hard time filling. Anyway, have we busted on Washington enough?
I mean, they almost killed it.
Even Terry McLuhan is like, man, I'm sick of this shit.
They almost
He's holding out.
They almost injured the quarterback and some of their fans.
Yeah.
That were there. The fans
FYI, if you go to a game at FedEx Field, be sure to have your tetanus shot.
No. And John Brothers and raincoats.
And a first aid kit, because you probably need it because that place is literally falling apart. All right, y'all. I'm getting closer to home, thank God, because I'm tired. I appreciate you guys helping keeping me awake for the last 7 minutes, because I might have drifted off. Although we are talking about what? Anyway, we've been talking about the Washington Commanders away, and I will see you guys sometime in the near future with whatever news happens in the NFL.